Welcome back to Twisted Stitches. My name is Tammie. No glasses. Glasses. No glasses. Okay. I'm wearing glasses. Two reasons. First reason, I kind of want to see. So I don't really like wearing glasses in my videos because I know that the sun and stuff reflects. Number two, I'm hiding all these bags. I don't know what happened last night. I was sitting there. I had finished my video, all that stuff. I have a lizard. Sorry. This is a squirrel. I've got a lizard. For all of you who live like in southern states, you get these lizards and they climb on your windows. And I have the curtains open to let some natural light in because the lights are hurting my eyes. So this lizard is there, and y'all know the lizard dance or the lizard mating dance. So they like sit there and they go, and you're like, what is that? What are they doing? And then their little thing on their neck goes like that, and then a little red thing pops out, and you're like, is that like a lizard mating dance or something? And he's like right on my window, right in front of me, doing this. Distraction much? Yeah. Oh my god. So, as I was saying, last night I was working on the blanket. My eyes started like tearing up, my nose started sniffling, and I'm like, really? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess I don't suffer from allergies, so that's probably why I'm being a big wuss about this. So if this is like an allergy thing, I'm being a big wuss about it because I don't like having anything to do with having a cold or anything. And how do I know it's not the cold or the ninja? I'm a nurse. Come on. Nurses, heal thyself. We know better. Now, I don't have any fever or anything, but like on occasion, my eyes will just like start to feel burny and just water, and then my nose sniffles. So I got my handy dandy tissues. Yeah, I know. I got my tissues in a plastic bag. Well, why? Because we host or MC or DJ bike shows. And some of the bike shows, you get people who want to have a little bit of fun. So we like to play adult type games or even just party type games. And one of the games that we have in our game box requires Kleenex boxes. And I needed like 6 Kleenex boxes to make this game work because, that way you can have teams. So you have 3 and 3. And I'm not wasting the Kleenex. They weren't going in the garbage, so I just grabbed me a gallon baggie and stuck them in there. And so all of our Kleenexes at the moment are like this. I don't care. It works. So in this podcast, if you start hearing me sounded like a little kid and talking like this, like a lily tobbed, a one riggy diggy, a two riggy diggy, well, that's because, and then I come back and I'm all cleared up and I sound like this is because I will edit out me blowing my nose. I will not do that on camera, okay. And something else I usually don't do, I have to have a drink because my mouth is getting really, really dry, so it's okay. It's afternoon. It's vodka. It's good. No, it's ice water. Oh, I am in a mood today, as y'all can tell. Okay, you're like, well, why are we at this channel? Is she some kind of comedian? No, I'm not. I am here to share the love of fiber arts, the love of yarn porn, crocheting especially, and I just recently learned how to knit, so there is some knitting in my podcast. But you know what? You can't take life seriously. We're not going to get out of it alive. So we might as well have a little fun. And if I can bring a little bit of joy, make you maybe smile a little bit if you're having one of those days and you listen to my podcast and it makes you smile just a little bit, then I've done my job and I feel good and I like to feel happy. So I hope y'all, so now that I've told you about what I'm here for, instead of talking about my allergies and stuff, can we just like talk about stuff that went on this week? So this week, The last time I talked to you guys, talked in a podcast, I showed you that pink and white gingham blanket, and it was finished, and I got pictures of it and everything, and I thought I would have time to do and show it for the video. So the person, though, who is purchasing the blankets, she called me and picked it up yesterday morning. So I don't have it to show here on this podcast, but I will insert a picture right here. So that's how it turned out. I think it came out really cute. And right now I'm working on the second one. So then, kind of like, now I know I had told you guys that I was supposed to do 4 of these gingham blankets. And 2 of them were going to be pink and white. 1 was going to be purple, the purples and white. And then 1 she wanted blues and whites, like for a boy. Okay, fine. So I went out and bought all the yarn and did the first pink and white one. As we were discussing the next one, and she said she definitely liked it because I didn't start it yet just in case she found the stitch too thick or something and she didn't want to do that. Like she wanted to maybe switch it up, and I showed her a couple other things that we could do with this yarn, and she said no, she wanted the gingham purple and white. Okay, fine, that's fine. But then she goes, the next pink one, remember the very first picture I sent you that had like this really pretty lacy type baby blanket on it? And I went, yeah. And she goes, do you think, like, instead of doing another pink and white gingham, because the 2 people that I'm giving them to know each other and I don't want them to have the same blanket, do you think we could switch back and do that one? Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can switch back, and I think I can find the pattern, and then I think I could come up with yarn, because I already bought the yarn. Okay. So I was like, okay, well, I'm sure I can find the pattern somewhere, whatever. I said, but when it comes to yarn, it's going to be whatever I have in stock. I said, I know I have enough pinks somewhere in this pile of mess that I know I still got to do, but it's going to be whatever yarn I have. So if it's not like as nice as like not as nice, but as soft as like the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn that I'm currently working with, I may have to use Pound of Love or something like that. That's what it's going to be, because I'm not purchasing any more yarn because I've already spent money that I wasn't going to spend to do this. So she said, that's fine. I said, well, it was either fine or we were going to do something else. I was trying to see if she wanted to do like a ripple blanket that I ombre'd out with the pinks and the whites to just use that stuff. So, but anyway. So then I go looking for the pattern, and there's not one single pattern for what she wants. It is, I have my notes written down, so I'm glancing at my notes. It is actually in a magazine from Leisure Arts called the So Sweet Baby Afghans. And there's like 5 Afghan patterns in this little magazine. And 2 are knit and 3 are crochet. And I'm 99.9% sure the one on the front page is crochet. If it's knit, I'm gonna have to get a hold of her and be like, it's knit, and I'm not that strong of a knitter to do that pattern, I don't think. But anyway, regardless. So then I go looking for this pattern, hoping I can just buy the pattern and digitally download it and print it up, and ta-da. No. This particular pattern, another one of these, I have to go and buy the magazine, and the magazine literally has to be shipped to my house. So I get on the phone with the company, and I'm like, you don't have this digitally downloadable, It wasn't too expensive. It was pretty good price. And I'm getting 5 patterns, and it was like $2.99. I know the shipping and handling for the magazine brought it up to like 7 something, whatever. That's fine. You're still getting 5 patterns. But they were like, no, it's all through here, but you could come pick it up. Where are you? And I said, Florida. And she goes, oh, we're in Oregon. I'm like, yeah, I think it'll probably take about the same amount of time if you ship it to me than if I tried to drive all the way to Oregon. And I think that cost would be a lot higher than $7.99. So I got a hold of the customer and I said, look, it's going to take 2 weeks for the pattern to get to me. It's not something I can get offline. And this is the blanket that you don't need till towards the end of August, correct? And she said yes. So hopefully, I can't cross my fingers because I'm rheumatoid. Fingers crossed, we'll be good and everything will work out. So I'm working on the purple and white gingham blanket right now. Wow, that was like a really long story, wasn't it? So, anywho, sorry, my dogs are going to bark. Sorry, I don't know. Somebody might be lurking at my front door or something like that. Anywho, so also this week, I took the day off on Tuesday and we went to the beach. Yes, we haven't been to the beach in so long. And it was a really nice day, and like Tuesday, as far as I could tell by the weatherman, was going to be like the only nice day because it's been kind of yucky, rainy, and we've got some kind of system that's like a tropical depression, and it's been So yesterday it rained all day. Today is kind of looking like it's going to rain. Got my blinds open, so that's why I'm looking out the window. So I went to the beach. I took the day off. And I did take some some video, and I will insert it at the end of this. Unfortunately, like I don't usually like to bring my phone onto the beach because I worry about it getting dirty, getting messed up, maybe getting stolen, the whole gamut. I don't know why I do this with my hands. Sorry, guys. I gotta hold my hands down. So, I don't know. So I was like, no, let me get some footage so I can show people. Our beaches are pretty beautiful. I went to Sand Key, which is just past Clearwater Beach, which Clearwater Beach is voted like one of the nicest beaches in America, yada yada. I particularly like to avoid it because usually there's a lot of people, and they go at night, they shark fish off of the pier. They do it like all night. So I figure to myself, why go swimming in waters where they're antagonizing sharks to come up and feed? I don't need to jump in that part of the water near there where the sharks are like, oh yay, look, another meal, we're gonna go eat. So we just kind of stay a little bit further away. But when we got there, the tide was kind of out. And when the tide was kind of out, I was like, oh, well, I'll swim for a while, then I'll take some video. And by then, the tide should be rolling in, and we should get this nice little lappy waves, and the water will look real nice and, the way it does when the tide gets real high here in Florida. And, it was a beautiful day and everything, but as I was out in the water, I realized the tide was going lower. It was going out more. So the video footage I got isn't like the best parts of the way it usually looks, but it's still pretty. So I'm going to insert it at the end, just a little tiny smidge. So let me get on with my finished objects that I finished for this week, what I finished this week, or what I did this week. So I've been working on the hats for Hats Not Hate, and in the one video I had asked for suggestions, and I've worked through, it was only 5 suggestions, but I worked through the 5, and the 4th hat was suggested by Barbara Lienhard. She's a person who comes in here, and she's a crochet sister. She comes in here into our videos, and she's always commenting and leaving wonderful, beautiful comments, and she's a very nice person. She's the one with the sailboat, and she's the one who just had the grandson in Pennsylvania that I got the postcard from, and the name of her grandson is not Les. His name is Leo. I messed up. I'm sorry, Barbara. Leo. So her first little grandson, his name is Leo, and he's in Pennsylvania waiting for Grandma to get up there when all this stuff is over with. So the hat that she had suggested was Creative Grandma's the Easy Shell hat. So I went on her video, and she had the link to her pattern, and I bought the pattern. The pattern was only $1.49, and it was a digital download, and it came like almost right away. I was able to click into it right away, and then the actual pattern came to me by I was there the very next morning in my email, but I had already had the hat done, but I still have the pattern regardless. So here it is. Here's how it worked out. It came out really cute. I like this, actually. Now, I'm not a hat wearer. I will put it on for you guys. I followed the pattern exactly, made no modifications, and it came out really cute. This is made with Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway light blue. And I used light blue because I figured this is definitely a girl's hat. You know, I don't see guys going to wear this. And like I said, I'm not a hat person. But as you can see, the pattern, if you make it the way she says to make it, it comes out absolutely perfect. See? Hits everywhere it's supposed to hit. Real nice, really cute. So that was number 4. Thank you, Barbara, for that suggestion. And number 5. This was suggested by Nona's Stitching Lounge with Rosie M. This was Rosie M suggested this. She said she likes the Divine hat. So I went on and on Ravelry, it's a free download. I'll leave all the links for these 2 hats in my description box. What changes did I do? The only thing I did differently, I don't know if it's because my tension was really, really tight on this. Because of the way you make these, you're kind of pulling the stitches over to make the front post afterwards, and that's what creates this little, you know, meandering shell, you know, the way it goes like that. And they did say to, you know, make sure you pull it tight so it's not all wonky and loose. So I really had a like death grip on the yarn, and I usually don't. I'm usually a very loose, relaxed crocheter, but for this one I did. So because of that, when I tried it on after I did the 7 rows, when we got to the doing the 4 double crochets right after the front post, I had, instead of making the 7, I tried it on and I was like, nah, I need another one. I did 1 extra row, a round of that. And then when I got to where they said to go down a hook size and do front post, back post, I went down, instead of just a 5mm, I went down to a 4.5mm because I wanted it a little bit tighter and to bring it in a little bit snugger. And I ended up doing approximately 3 extra rounds of the front post, back post, because I was trying it on here and there. And then I finally got it to right here, and I was like, yep, that is perfect. So this one, I didn't think I was going to really like it because, you know, well, first of all, I'm not really into hats like this, but it really came out cute. I like it a lot. I think I might, and it works up real fast and easy. It's you know, I already know the pattern by heart. I don't need to look at the pattern anymore. The same with the Creative Grandma one. It's in my head now. I don't need a pattern for it. I may make another one, not for Hat Not Hate, because I have a few girl hats. Oh, fuzz. I think I'm going to make some like unisex type hats, just ones that either a boy or a girl could wear. And I'll make a couple with like maybe deeper blues. I have some navies, and then I'll make a couple with lighter blues and a couple mixed blues and stuff like that. Just simple double crochet, half double crochet, whatever, you know, in the round, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm going to make a few of them, and hopefully I could get, as I wanted to do 20 of them, so it means I need to do about 15 more. I should be able to do it. If not, you know, I at least will make a contribution. So that's for the Hat Not Hate, and so that was going on. You saw the picture of the gingham pink blanket, and what I did is I followed we're going to call it a recipe, because it's not really a pattern, because it's just single crochets, 10 rows of single crochet. You're carrying yarn through the whole entire pattern, basically. You're just switching a couple different colors. So I do have the start of, and not a lot, this is what I was working on, and then my eyes started watering so bad. The start of the purple and white one, and you know what? I really like the purple and whites a lot better. And then the contrast color is this. So after I do my 10 rows of this white with the light purple, which this color is hold on, guys. This is in the colorway Orchid. And then I have the white, and then this colorway is Amethyst. And this will be on top of the Orchid. I don't know if you can tell. And then the Orchid will be on top of the white. And I'll show you when I'm done with it, or when it's, you know, I'll update you on this. But first of all, I like purples better than pinks, especially for, I think it's just a nicer look to it. So I'm kind of happy. And I switched to a 7mm. The creator says to use a 6.5 because you don't want it to feeling too stiff, you know, you want it to have a little bit of flexibility. And the I Love This yarn is a little bit of a heavier, thicker worsted weight. And if you used like a 5.5 or a 6mm and you carried yarn and you did single crochet, you're going to have yourself a rug. So the pink and white one I did with the 6.5mm, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try it with the 7, and I'm really liking the movability already with the 7. I can feel the difference compared to what it felt like. And I do believe this is going to be the key to this blanket coming out correct, the way I want it to, or the way I want it to feel with this particular yarn. If you were using a thinner yarn, or like Karen's Simply Soft, you could probably use a 6mm or a 6.5 absolutely fine and have plenty of mobility and flexibility and drape to it. So anyway, so that's what I've got going. And that is it. That's all I've got. So this week coming up, I will be getting my shelving up. Hopefully by the time I see you next week, I'll have all my shelves up. I don't know if all my yarn will be, you know, organized, because I do have to do work in between and, you know, life in between. I got to go see my granddaughter really, really soon. And I may have to babysit her soon, so I may be losing a day or so there. But I do have... Now I have to go and put Tom's hat. He wants a black and gold hat that will match the club colors that he is friends with, and he wants a black and gold knitted hat. So I'll be putting those on the needles. And, oh, I've got a favor to ask you guys. If you guys know of an easy beginner knitted shawl pattern, please leave me a link in the description box, or tell me what it's called and tell me where I could find it or something. I'm looking for something that's real airy and light, and something that I can either like wear like a neckerchief. Is that what they're called? A neckerchief? I don't know what they're called. Or I could wear it like almost like a scarf type thing, or I could put it around my shoulders as a nice lacy shawl if I want to. Just something that is very easy though, something that a beginner knitter can definitely follow. So if you could leave that in the comment section, I'd really truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you had a fantastic week, and I hope you're going to have a glorious weekend. I know here we got rain, but that's okay, because that'll give me something to sit around and be a little bit lazy and, well, not lazy, but creative, and get my creative juices finishing, doing everything I need to do. And, oh, did you guys go and look at everybody's Christmas in July fairies, the hashtag, huh? Have you guys done that? And you're starting to do the commenting. You see, it's a lot of people. You see that, guys? Thumbs up, buttercups. We're doing good. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my craziness. I hope you'll hang out and stick around with me for a little while. And hi, love you guys, all my regulars, all my returning friends. I appreciate you all. Have a good one, guys, and I will be talking to you really soon.